Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. You're joined with me, Mark, and we've just finished the Irish and the English clash there in the Aviva Stadium in Ireland. And Ireland do beat an ill-disciplined England, and I'll get more into that, of course, in this review here of that game. Ireland win that game, 29 points to England's 10. And you know what? It was sloppy in general, the game. I think Ireland were looking very rusty there. It took a while to get going, and they only really capitalized more when England had that red card, which we'll talk about as we go on into the game. So let's not waste too much time and go straight on into it. So we had kickoff, and England were actually trying this rush defense, very similar to what we see from the Springboks sort of style we saw in 2019's Rugby World Cup and their general style of play in terms of kicking it deep and keeping the territory game going. And it was working quite well. I mean, the kicks weren't brilliant from England. Ireland did defend them fine, but it was certainly causing problems, and Ireland weren't really getting going, and England were forcing a lot of mistakes out of the Irish, and they got 3 points onto the board, but then a poor lapse in defensive judgment, big gap there, taken advantage of by O'Mahony, and scored there by Bundy Aki in the 9th minute. But then again, it took ages for Ireland to get back to the game. England's just really capitalising in terms of making sure the defence was great in that first half, doing very, very well to keep Ireland back and forcing the issue and forcing a lot of handling errors. They had a lot of handling errors, lots of penalties in that game as well. So quite a messy affair, but I think England wanted that and was working for them. And then right in the stroke of halftime, basically we saw just another lapse in the English defence, unfortunately. And try for Ireland from Gary Ringrose. A great little cross kick from Mac Hansen, to the corner there, and he goes over in the 39th minute before half-time. So at that point, you're thinking if England had managed to somehow keep that last try going in, they were very much in it and doing very well and very worth their money. But coming out of half-time, I don't quite know what happened to Vunipola's head, but he basically just lost the game for England after that. Came out exactly pretty much the same way as the first half. England were rushing defence. Ireland was sloppy again, not capitalising with the ball, and their attack wasn't looking particularly good. England's attack wasn't fantastic either, but they were certainly at least asking the question a bit more. And we're certainly coming out of the blocks very quickly in defence and doing very well with it. But then we saw another bit of a lapse there from England there, and then James Lowe managed to go over for Ireland. England just started from about the 50th minute onwards. England just started to look a little tired, and just some poor mistakes coming into their play. And James Lowe went over for a try in the 55th minute, making it at the time 17 points to 3. And then we had our moment of madness, and a minute after that, Vunipola was sent off for a yellow card pending a review for a shocking challenge, shoulder straight to the face. And it was an obvious red card. Of course, these days we've got the new rules. We go under review. So he had a yellow card under review, went straight to the bench. And after about 5 minutes, the ref went back to the bench just to go and confirm the fact that he did indeed get that red card, which means that he will likely be cited come Monday and business morning. So that's going to be potentially 2 England players, 2 massive English player names cited. Of course, Owen Farrell from last week, and now Vunipola today. A shocking piece of discipline from Vunipola. And you've got to wonder what is happening in that England squad. The fact that they've got 2 players now with red cards for dangerous high tackles with no mitigation, with and very, very dangerous play. So what are they doing in that coaching camp? Who knows? But yeah, he went off in the 56th minute, and then it just became very easy for Ireland, if I'm honest. They scored another try, 22 points to 3, and that was in the 65th minute. England then came back at them. Fair play to them. They tried to go back at them and had some good guts, and they did eventually. Kyle Sinclair coming off the bench there in the 72nd minute went over to make it 22 points to 10. So it wasn't too flattering on the Irish side. But then the man of the hour on his 100th Test cap and Test match, Keith Earls went over in the corner to much ovation in the Aviva Stadium in the 74th minute to make all but confirmed Ireland's win today, making it 29 points to 10, which did end the final score for today's game. So fantastic for Keith Earls, whose family was there, of course, watching him on, and the entire stadium were all on their feet and were very, very much appreciative of his work for the Irish team over the many, many years he's been there. So, great little end for Ireland. But to be honest, if I'm an Irish fan, I wasn't too impressed if I was an Irish fan, because it was sloppy. Lots of handling errors. England really did rushed them quite a lot. So lots of questions still to be asked of Ireland, but they're a little rusty, of course. They've not had too much rugby. So I'm sure they'll be fine come the World Cup, but they've got to play the Springboks, who, of course, won today by an extravagant margin. So England back to the drawing board again with both discipline, and yeah, we'll see what happens with them. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching me, myself, and I, Mark, on Forever Rugby, on Forever Sports. Ireland beat that ill-disciplined England side, and I'll see you again very soon. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye.